2 Kings chapter 16. Reign of Ahaz in Judah. In the 17th year of Pekah, son of Remaliah, Ahaz, son of Jotham, king of Judah, became king. Ahaz was 20 years old when he became king, and he reigned 16 years in Jerusalem. He did not know what was right. He did not do what was right in the sight of the Lord his God, as David his father had done. He walked in the way of the kings of Israel. He even immolated his child by fire, in accordance with the abominable practices of the nations of whom the Lord had dispossessed before the Israelites. Further, he sacrificed and burned incense on the high places, on the hills, under every green tree. Then Rezin, king of Aram, and Pekah, son of Remaliah, king of Israel, came up to Jerusalem to attack it. Although they besieged Ahaz, they were unable to do battle. In those days, Rezin, king of Aram, recovered Elath for Aram and drove the Judahites out of it. The Edomites then entered Elath, which they have occupied till the present. Meanwhile, Ahaz sent messengers to Tiglath-Pileser, king of Assyria, with the plea, "I am your servant and your son. Come up and rescue me from power of the king of Aram and the king of Israel, who are attacking me." Ahaz took silver and gold that were in the house of the Lord and treasuries of the king of the house, and sent them as a present to the king of Assyria. The king of Assyria listened to him and moved to against Damascus, captured it, deported the inhabitants to Kir, and put Rezin to death. King Ahaz went to Damascus to meet Tiglath-Pileser, king of Assyria. When he saw the altar in Damascus, King Ahaz sent to Uriah the present model of the altar and a detailed destination of its consecration. Uriah the priest built an altar according to the plans which King Ahaz sent him from Damascus, and had it completed by the time King Ahaz returned from Damascus. On his arrival from Damascus, the king inspected the altar. The king approached the altar, went up and sacrificed his burnt offering and grain offering, pouring out his libation and sprinkling the blood of his communion offering on the altar. The bronze altar that stood before the Lord he brought from the front of the temple, that is, from the space between the new altar and the house of the Lord, and set it on the north side of his altar. King Ahaz commanded Uriah the priest, upon the large altar sacrifice the morning burnt offerings, evening grain offerings, and the king's burnt offering, and the grain offering to the people of the land. Their libations must be sprinkled on it, along with the blood of the burnt offering and the sacrifices, but the old bronze altar shall be mine for consultation. Uriah and the priests did just as King Ahaz had commanded. King Ahaz attached the panels from the stands and removed the basins from them. He also took down the bronze sieve from the bronze oxen that supported it, and set on a stone pavement. In deference to the king of Assyria, he removed the Sabbath canopy that had been set up in the house of the Lord and the king outside entrance to the temple. The rest of Ahaz, the acts of Ahaz, which he did, were recorded in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Judah. Ahaz rested with his ancestors. He was buried with his ancestors in the city of David, and his son Hezekiah succeeded him as king.